Hey, feels right. Feels right, man.
The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
The Las Vegas Raiders obviously made the perfect pick when they took running back Ashton Jeanty at number 6 overall in the 2025 NFL Draft. As the best player available, as Genty was the best available in this draft period. It was also at a need, as the Raiders were last in the NFL in rushing last year. And you always hear head coach Pete Carroll say he wants to run the ball and play defense. If that's your plan, you got to have someone good to give the ball to, and Genty's special. With 2,601 yards and 29 touchdowns rushing this past year, he came close to the college rushing mark set by the great Barry Sanders. There are a few detractors saying that only happened because he was in the smaller Mountain West Conference, but he is truly gifted. Most running backs have a superpower or two, but Genty has a multitude of them, and they were on display the most against tough competition when they were most needed. I did a player evaluation on him already, so this video is on exactly what makes him so special. Oh, and I'm only using this film against Oregon and Penn State, so you can't say the competition isn't tough enough. He's just that good. Just watch. Let's start with his power. Oh my goodness, he has plenty of that. Alright, we have inside zone here with the center and the right tackle comboing off to the linebackers. Well, at least trying to. Alright, you see the right tackle couldn't get to the linebacker, so he's sitting right there in the hole, unblocked. Genty's very elusive and he has a little room, so he really could shake him if he wanted to. I think he wanted to send a message here though. Oh, the linebacker got the worst of it. Now here he is against Penn State. We got split zone here. The right guard and the center are trying to combo off to the next level. And of course the tight end is pulling to block the backside defensive end. It was a struggle though, because Boise State offensive line was having a hard time with Penn State's defensive line. See, Genty's in trouble already. That Penn State defensive lineman just threw his man off him like it was nothing, and he's standing right there in the hole. This happens a lot in the NFL, and Genty's jump cut gets him out of this one. Oh. You gotta be able to take more than what's given in the NFL. Alright, we got the tight end back inside. Now what? Alright, we got zone here and a little bit of trouble coming with it. The right guard's supposed to combo off to the linebacker, but he loses his way somehow. He just kind of looks around and doesn't hit anyone. The linebacker is unblocked, so he's ready to make the play on this one, but Genty's gonna get outside on him. He has great burst and acceleration, so it's only 1 to 2 steps to full speed for him. But with the corner coming up, he's going to have to turn that thing upfield. And he's going to do that and make the corner miss in the process, but the linebacker was hustling, so he's going to make the tackle. The damage is going to be done though. It's going to end up being a gain of 7 for Genty. Alright, he's putting the tight end in motion, and it looks like it's going to be split zone again. Alright, the center doesn't really get there, but he's supposed to combo off to the second level, and the tight end's going to take the backside of edge rusher who's not in the screen right now. Now he has the defensive back one-on-one, and he's making no bones about it. He's just going to outrun him around the corner. No dip in the shoulder, no moves, and he can't stiff arm him because the ball's in the wrong hand. Oh, and don't make a mistake, because if you make a mistake, he has the long speed to go all the way. Alright, we got inside zone. The right tackle is comboing off, and the center's supposed to be comboing off too. The center's going to get caught up though, so he's not going to make it to the second level. Well, he's actually not going to need to, because the linebacker's going to take himself out of the play. So there's a big hole, and Genty sees it. He's going to burst through, and after that, The safety's already trying to turn and run because he knows what kind of speed Genty has. But unfortunately, just because you know what's next doesn't mean you're able to stop it. Genty's just too fast and no one's gonna catch him. Alright, we got the tight end coming into the picture in motion, and it looks like we have split zone again. The tight end has the backside edge rusher and the left guard supposed to combo off into the linebacker. Unfortunately, he can't get there. The Raider offensive line couldn't get to the second level last year either. But Genty's able to read flow and read hats. As a running back, that's what you're taught, especially in the zone scheme. You go to the opposite of the defender's hat because it's hard for him to cross the offensive lineman's face. The defender somehow did it here though, so Genty has to somehow find a way to get rid of him. He's going to use his stiff arm here. Genty's short with shorter arms, but that stiff arm is an effective weapon for him. Alright, what do we have here? Looks like inside zone. I do not like zone near the goal line, let me count the ways. The main one being that with that zone step, it allows way too much room for penetration, and you can't afford minus yards near the goal line. And there it is, the guard got caught up at the line of scrimmage, so he was late to get to the linebacker. Straight ahead is taken away, so he has to look outside now. And what does he see? His tight end's hat outside and the defender's hat inside, so he's taking it outside. Alright, we got the receiver coming across the formation with fake jet sweep action. And we got inside zone with the center and right tackle trying to combo off to the linebacker. Boise State's center and right guard are going to have a time with Oregon's nose tackle though. Since the nose tackle pushed the center into the hole, the running back had to cut it back, and while he's cutting it back, he has to read the edge. And what does he see? He sees the edge rusher's head inside, so he has to go outside, and he makes it around for a nice gain. Alright, we've covered his speed, power, and vision. Now we're going to look at his contact balance and tackle breaking. Remember, this is Oregon and Penn State, so you can't say the competition was weak. We got zone stretch here with the right guard comboing off to the linebacker. Oh, and he's going to make it. But unfortunately, the left guard didn't get his man, so Genty's already in trouble. No problem though, you know why? Genty's going to use that short but effective stiff arm and get away. Alright, that was easy work right there, but now he has to get through 2 and 3, and he's going to do so with this remarkable contact balance. He's going to get hit by both of them and bounce off of both of them and catch ghosts for a big play. Oh gosh, here we go again with that zone near the goal line. I don't like it, it stinks. To me, there's nothing worse than running a zone near the goal line. But at the same time, there's nothing like a great player to make your call right. Here we have an interior defensive lineman crashing into the backfield to make the play. But since this is Genty that has the ball, he's not going to make that play. He's going to try to stick his arm out and stop him, and that doesn't work. That sets up 2 and 3 to make the tackle. You know what though? Neither one of them are going to make it either. He's going to spin and find a way to get out of both of those tackles and keep on rolling towards the goal line. The fourth man entereth the fray now, so he's going to make the tackle and put an end to all this, right? You mean to tell me Genty's going to break the fourth tackler's tackle and score a touchdown? Well, he doesn't break the tackle, but he scores a touchdown. Okay, we have no motion on this one, and now it looks like we have a counter from the power gap scheme out of the gun. The guard is going to pull and kick out, and the fullback's going to lead through the hole. It was tough sledding against that Penn State defensive line no matter what the scheme though. Alright, that linebacker was not full, so he came downhill right away, and Genty's already in trouble. But you already know Genty got them wheels in that stiff arm, so he's going to use those to get out of this. Alright, so we have somebody coming up from the secondary to tackle Genty. What are the odds that he makes the tackle? Well, one-on-one in the open field, not very good. Then the third man gets him, and he can't let the ball come loose like that. Alright, we got the receiver coming in tight from the other side. Oh, and it looks like we got counter. We got the tight end and the guard pulling. The guard's kicking out and the tight end's leading through the hole. And of course everyone else is down blocking. I'm gonna go ahead and give you this one in slow motion. Gets through the hole and a little swerve to his right. Nice run. Alright, we got the tight end shifting, and what do we got? We got counter again with the right guard and tight end H-back on the right side pulling. The guard is going to kick out and the tight end, H-back, whatever you want to call him, is leading through the hole. I'm going to give you this one in slow motion too. Watch how Genty breaks back in between people. That's how he avoids taking clean shots. Alright, we got the tight end H-back coming in. Looks like we got zone read from the spread option. It looks like both the center and the right guard are going to the second level on this one. Oh, the tight end sneaking out into the flat, so there might be a run pass option to this one. Penn State's interior defensive lineman's already in the backfield, but Genty got this. Beating the offensive lineman was the easy part. Tackling Genty is the hard part. He's trying to get a hand on Genty right there, but Genty ain't having it. He's gonna knock that down. And see this right here? This is why Genty is so hard to tackle. He turns his body and doesn't give you a solid shot. He only gives you a glancing blow. And you're not going to tackle him with a glancing blow. He's going to run through that. Alright, we have the receiver shifting over. And bang, another counter. Power gap scheme. Right guard and tight end pulling. The guard is kicking out again and the tight end is leading through the hole again. Oh, and everyone else is down blocking again. Alright, this right here is some of the method of the madness behind them breaking so many tackles. They teach defenders to square up and tackle, and running backs, we do everything but square up. Here, Genty is purposely attacking the defender's outside shoulder. Oh man, look at that. See how his shoulders turn backwards now? That means he attacked the defender's shoulder with his shoulder, then turned it back to take it away to make the blow glance off. He did that on purpose. That's part of why he breaks so many tackles. Alright, we got a little motion coming in and back out. Let's see what we got here. Alright, looks like we have another zone here with the right guard and the center comboing off to the next level, to the linebackers. It looks like the right guard's gonna get there on this one, but the center isn't. Genty didn't have the greatest blocking in this game. He did this one right too, he split them. If you want to break tackles and last in the NFL, that's what you have to do. Keep taking people on square to a minimum. You either attack a section of their body or you give them a section of yours. That's how Genty bounces off so many people. Alright, what do we got here now? Alright, from what they're doing on the backside, this looks like a zone stretch. Penn State's defense wasn't playing though, so they're going to force them to cut it up early. The center's actually going to make it to the second level this time. Alright, Genty is down low now. He's already strong, but he's made himself small on top of that. When you're strong and give them very little surface area to hit, the chances of you breaking the tackle go up. And would you look at that? Tackle number 3 is coming in to grab him and he's just going to duck under that. Then tackler number 4, he's going to get a little shot on Genty, but Genty's not going to go down. It's going to take at least 2 more tacklers to bring him down. The Raiders are going to run the ball and play defense this year, so they needed a running back, and they got a special one. He was the best player in this draft at that. None of these guys did what they did better than Genty runs the football. He has the complete ball carrier skill set. Vision, moves, speed, power, contact balance. What he knows how to do really sets him apart. He doesn't just run hard, he knows how to break tackles. He knows how to attack a defender's shoulder and how to give a shoulder and take it away. He doesn't give up clean shots either, so he's gonna last. Thank you for watching. See you next time.